Hello. Alright, how are we doing? Okay, so I believe I am recording right now, which is awesome. This is an attempt to do a Let's Play of Lethal Company. Welcome in, my name is Dullblend. I'm trying to be quick so we can just go ahead and get into the game, but I'm a variety streamer over on Twitch. I normally don't do Let's Plays, even though I have done one of Stardew Valley. I was trying to get perfection in it, didn't quite get there. I put on hiatus for a while. There's a new update 1.6 that came out, so I'm going to reboot my Let's Play of Stardew Valley. I also want to do a Let's Play of Terraria, but this is my Let's Play of Lethal Company. So definitely check me out over on Twitch. I also have a YouTube and a Rumble. I also post on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I try to use everything. I have a Discord server, so definitely check out everything. But yeah, we're going to get right into it. So, let's see. I'm going to start a new file. Actually, I'll start file 3. Actually, I don't really know why I'm hosting because I'm going to play by myself. But yeah, so this Let's Play is going to be a mixture of me kind of playing. I admit I know quite a bit of this game. So I'm going to try to play as if I just started, but also give you hints and stuff.
Welcome to your first day on the job. This is your very own autopilot ship, where you will eat and sleep for the duration of your contract. Make yourself at home. To complete the onboarding process, you will want to check the instruction manual and sign into your ship's computer terminal. We trust you will be a great asset to the company. Great asset to the company. Great asset to the company. Great asset.
And that is the Great Asset Company song. If you don't want to go through it, you'd always just disable speaker, press C. Alright. Sadly, you can't move the speaker, but you can move stuff like this. Alright, so just to kind of keep it, I'm going to try to play as basic as possible. I'm playing without mods, but I'm going to slowly start to introduce mods in my Let's Play. Alright, there's one mod I can already tell I miss, and it's the hold scan button mod. Anyway, yeah, this is Lethal Company. You start off with a locker. You hear the speaker. This is where you'll charge like your flashlight. You have your terminal, your monitor. You have like an extra screen. But yeah. So you start off on experimentation. There are no modifiers. So modifiers will show up right there. They'll be like stormy, eclipsed, flooded, rainy, foggy. Let's type in moons. Here you go. So there's 9 moons you can choose from. You have 3 in the bottom, 2 in the middle, 3 up top. 3 up top are the easy ones. The 2 middle are like moderate ones, and the 3 bottom ones are hard. The 3 bottom ones actually cost money. We don't have enough money to go on those. Experimentation looks pretty good. Always check here for the monitor for modifiers. As you can see, assurance is rainy, offense is flooded, march is flooded, rend is eclipsed, dyne is eclipsed, and titan is foggy. Experimentation and val is actually normal. Also, if you look at the company building, buying is at 30%. So if you try to go there now and sell stuff, you'd only get 30% of it. So if you sold 100 credits worth of items, you get 30 credits. So try to avoid selling this early. But yeah, even though if it doesn't have a modifier here, check here. Because sometimes it will. There's times where I've looked at the monitor, I'm like, oh, no modifier. I'll land and it's eclipsed. I'm like, what? And then it actually said it here the whole time. Also, if you are playing multiplayer, as soon as you start your first day in that session, only the host can start it. The other days after that, anyone can start it. Alright, we're going to go in without a flashlight at first. Can I show you how it is without that? This is experimentation. This is probably, everyone would agree, is the easiest moon. When I scan, it actually, I'm close enough to the main entrance for it to show me. You want to go to the left here, it's on this ladder. And I know that this game's been out for a while, so there's really no one who doesn't really know what to do to play it. But just in case for people who haven't played it and are still considering playing it. Alright. So what I like to do is I like to go in, scan. As you can see, there's an item here that I wouldn't have seen with my eyes. Then I'll look at the entrance and scan, because sometimes there's an item in these corners. Alright. First what I like to do is I like to go in a room, scan. And it kind of dictates which path I take first. Up, another key. Even though you can't see, like I can see some light there, scanning will show up. Items will show up on scanning. Enemies will show up. We'll go this way first. I don't know if y'all heard that noise. I definitely did. Okay. So I'm just kind of popping my head in, checking out, seeing if there's any items. Okay, we have this room. Ooh, we have a loot room. I think that's what people call rooms like this, is loot rooms. Normally, they have loot in it, and, well, this has proved me wrong. It has no loot. But these are usually pretty good rooms. Also, look up, too. Sometimes there's an enemy called a snare flea. Up is a dead end. If I know now I don't really have to go this way. Let's check in here. Oh, another... This ain't a loot room, even though it will have loot sometimes. I forgot what we'll call this room. Oh, it's a dead end. Okay, so now I know. I'm also checking for dead ends. And this will dictate pretty much where I go. So now I know right is a dead end. Another tip. So this is a jump. Me and my friends call it the leap of faith. If you fall, you die. If you ever see a jump like this, first see if you can simply just go around it. Such as this. So you don't even have to attempt the jump and possibly die. So always try to go around it first. Alright. Also, every moon has a main entrance, such as this one, and a fire exit. I went to the main entrance first to kind of show y'all like where it's at. However, I personally go to fire exits first. The main entrance always spawns the same room when you first enter. The fire exit has a chance to spawn a loot room. Alright. Ooh, we got some mist. I'll show you how to get rid of that. And you're constantly scanning. Oh, here's the breaker. Let's say you go in and it's pitch black. You see how there were lights there and now there's not? Now there's lights again. If you find the breaker, make sure everything's turned to the left, which is on. If one of these are off, everything's off. Everything has to be turned to the left. To turn on lights, stuff like that. To my understanding, that's the only thing you can really do with a breaker. Just that. Alright. For mist, scan a lot, but you want to go towards... You see how you can see smoke? Go towards that. You'll see a valve. There you go. And I just noticed it opens up to the big room. I personally don't like this room because I tend to die in this room. There's usually monsters here. But it does offer you some good loot. I am not finding anything. So again, I'm constantly scanning. Don't want to fall. Oh, okay, we got a big bolt. Oh, I see a large axle there. That's nice. Again, you're constantly scanning. Also, in fire exits, I don't like going too far. However, experimentation is one that is okay to go to the fire exit first. Oh, that's a spider. Oh, locked. Before you open a door, use a key. See if you can look inside. Sometimes there'll be a dead end and you just wasted the key. Okay, the spider is somewhere on my left. I don't really want to deal with the spider. Again, constantly scanning. I'm going to drop a key because you can only hold 4 items. Also, once you pick up a 2-handed item such as this, you can't pick up anything else, even if you have an empty slot. A 2-handed item will take up everything. So, if you want to have full inventory and pick up a 2-handed slot, but I'm just kind of peeking my head in and scanning. But if you want to have full inventory with a two-handed item, make sure you have an open slot, obviously, for that last item. And make sure that the two-handed item is the last item you pick up. Also, constantly check behind you. Constantly check behind you. Alright. I'll also show you a quick way to get off here. Get on the rail, be very careful. You want to hop on this pole, then hop down. You will not take fall damage. In the top left, you have a silhouette. The silhouette will turn red, and it'll be more red with more damage you take. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to show you real quick with these items. So let's say I picked this up first. I can't pick up anything else. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to pick it up and I can't, because it says hands full. So what you want to do, there you go, is do that. Make sure the two-hand item is the last item you pick up. Also in experimentation, there is a garage door, and I think this is the only moon that has it. You can actually see like the slots that it could fall down. You'll hear like a, I think it's called a horror string or horror sting. I think that's what they call it in music. And what it is this garage door that's fallen. If it falls all the way down, and you're on this end, you can only exit via the fire exit. Sometimes, as you can tell, I wasn't able to find a fire exit going this way. So on experimentation, I highly recommend go via the fire exit first. Oh! That's it! That's it! It just did it. See how it was higher up, now it fell? I'm not going to risk it, I'm not going to risk it, I'm not going to risk it. Also, a lot of people, when they're gathering items, they like to put it out of the outside, right at the door. For experimentation, I highly recommend actually putting it right here. You want to put it on the outside of this garage door. Because let's say it's like right here, and the garage door fully falls down. If you're playing by yourself and you want to bring those items back to the ship, you'll have to, while holding these items in your inventory, find the fire exit that way to exit. If you're playing multiplayer and someone is on the other side of the store, you can still bring them via underneath this door. It did again. I'm actually getting scared. But the person who's on that side, though, is stuck, unless they can exit via the fire exit. But you can still pass items right underneath. You just won't be able to crouch and go underneath yourself. So again, for experimentation, I highly recommend to drop items off there, not there, and enter via the fire exit first. Which I actually do that anyway, but definitely do it for experimentation. Alright, so around this time at night on this map, as easy it is, they will spawn enemies. So if I encounter an eyeless dog, I gotta be quiet. Alright, I think we're good to go. Keys I'll put actually in here. Items I'll place out here. We have 102, so we almost made quota. Something else I recommend doing, hopefully there's no monsters outside, is going around the ship and checking, scanning for beehives that are close to the ship. So you just kind of scan without going off the ship, stay on the railing. If you're playing by yourself, I probably wouldn't get the beehive unless you know what you're doing. Multiplayer is where you can definitely do it. Also, if you are attempting the beehive, for example how I dropped off the key, put everything like flashlight, walkies in here. In this case, if you die, you don't lose your walkie and all that. Or someone doesn't have to retrieve it. Anyway, we're going to head out. I think for this first video in this Let's Play, I'll play the first cycle, which is 4 days. The first 3 days, you're going to different moons, getting scrap. The 4th day, you're going to company and selling. Again, you can sell early. but you don't get 100% profit. Alright. I have no notes. My grade is B. So, okay. My employee, you can tell I'm playing this game. I'm at boss rank, and I can't get beyond that because that's, I think, the highest rank you can get. Now, if you notice, experimentation's flooded. I don't like flooded. Flooded is pretty much where, over time, water rises on the map outside. On a flooded moon, pretty much you got a speed run that day. I'd recommend being back around, I'd say noon, back to the ship, and calling it the day. We're going to check. Assurance is also flooded. Val, offense, and March are actually good. We'll go on Val. Val is the easiest, or the first, forest moon. And Val is the one with the 2 bridges. One of them can collapse. So we will do that first. Also, if you notice, I'm only putting in like the first 3 letters of commands. That's all you have to do. If you're not sure, type in the whole word. But you really just need to put in the first 3, and the terminal recognizes it. Alright. Val it is. You know what? I'm going to buy a flashlight. So if you type in store, you have all this that you can buy. You have actual items, you have ship upgrades, and then you have ship decor, which is on the bottom. I despise the normal flashlight. I'm going to get a pro flashlight. So I'm going to type in pro flashlight, confirm. And I just bought that. I think that was, what, 25, 30 credits? Let's see. 25 credits. You always start off with 60 credits. So now I have 35 left. So this is the supply ship, or also known as the drop ship. I believe it will be over here is where it's going to land. Let's see if I'm right. It always lands on the same spot on each moon. Alright, there we go. In the top left you have the battery gauge. Notice that it is fully charged. Alright. This is where you would charge it. And you just press E and you charge it like that. So for Val, just go right and go straight. We've got large pumpkins in the way. While the outside of the moons will always be the same, the inside's what's randomly generated. So you have 2 bridges. This is the rickety bridge. So if there's a lot of people or you're carrying a lot of heavy items, be careful with that bridge. And here's the other bridge. It's more like a dam. There's the fire exit, and the main entrance is right there. We'll do the main entrance. You can hear it. Yeah, try to go across as quickly as possible. Here we go. So to use the flashlight, you just click. If you're using keyboard and mouse. Controller, I don't really know. Oh, we got a cookie pin. Alright, so let's do the routine. Nothing here. Nothing here. Also, try to flick your light. If you just let it stay on, you're just kind of wasting battery. Plus, I can see pretty well right now, so I don't really need the flashlight. Cookie mold pan. It's worth 27 credits. Very nice. We'll stick our head in here. We found the fire exit. Nice. So, I'm going to go... Oh, bottles. That's a 2-handed item. Rubber ducky. Cool. Also, sometimes there might be an item here that the scan didn't pick up. So, you're going to go on the other end of the room and scan again, facing the other way. So the main entrance is closer to the ship, so I'll drop items off here. And wow, that right there is already quota. Like just these 2 items. That's not counting that one and what's in the ship. Very nice. Okay, I just heard something. Why did my flashlight do that? Here's the fire exit. Remember how I was up there? And I pointed down here, just the fire exit. So it's really good when the fire exit and main entrance on the inside is close together. Really good. But I did hear, I think, a door open in here earlier, so I think we have a monster, so we will have to exercise caution. Whoopee cushion. V-type engine. Whoopee cushion's a fun item, because if you drop it and walk on it... Ooh, excuse me. The engine's a 2-handed item. So we're going to go ahead and drop this off. Again, you're constantly looking behind you because of the bracken. Or coil heads. There's various monsters that can get you. I'm going to stick my head in here. Also, it does not hurt to close doors behind you, because monsters have to open them, and some monsters... Oh, like that! That's the bracket! That's the bracket! Oh! Like that! That's... Oh my god, okay. I'm all jittery now. So that was the bracket. How you combat him... I'm assuming he came from probably up there. We're going to close this door again. So how you combat him is you look at him and then look away. If you don't look at him at all, he'll come up behind you and snap your neck, killing you. If you look at him and stare at him, he'll actually start to chase you. Close that door too. Now I'm on edge because now I know there's a bracken in here. And normally when you look at it, you have like a 1-minute timer until he comes after you again. So probably once I leave this room, we're going to see him again. So this is a dead end. Shoot. I'm like scared now. Heard something. Up! That's him. Okay, he left, he left. What's funny is on Twitch, one of my sound alerts is that bracken noise. It has like a shuffle of feathers, kind of. What time is it? I'm going to go back to the ship. I'm kind of freaking myself out. Alright, so we're going to leave the key here. So we have 6 items. Obviously, we're leaving the key here. Out of the 2-headed items, so you always want to bring a 2-headed item back to the ship, even if it doesn't cost much, because you only can bring one of those at a time. So 9, 27, 88. Definitely doing these. And out of the 2-handed items, the engine's 27, the bottles is 46. So we're going to do that. Okay, I'm going to save up my stamina because I'm going to run across the bridge. This moon is notorious for spawning giants. They're also known as forest keepers. Actually, I think their legit name is forest keepers, but for short I call them giants. These are ones you can make noise around. You just don't want them to see you. Also, if you don't know where a ship is, just scan. And as long as you're close enough, it'll scan through land, stuff like that. Same thing with the main entrance. Oh! That's a giant. I made it. You can tell a giant's nearby because of those footsteps. Actually, you can see him. That's him right there. Let's see. So right now, he's like right over here somewhere. Yep, that's him. They are, I believe, the second biggest enemy in the game. If you're far away, you can kind of outrun him. Up. He sees me. Right here. Alright, we're going inside. Ah! Yeah, so that's him. You know what? Start ship. But yeah. That is the giant. I was scared to jump because I'm like, I don't want to fall in accident. Also, if you're outside the ship, it'll teleport you inside. As long as you're on the railing. If you're on the moon, though, and the ship goes off, that's where it almost mimics as if you died. It just says missing. So make sure you're at least on a railing when the ship takes off. If it wasn't for that giant, I would have went back to get the other items. But as you can tell, we're at 263, and our quota is 130, so we've a little more than doubled. And we still have another day. A heads up, though, if you die on this day, you lose all this. So yeah. Also, make sure you charge all your items before you go. According to this, Val is still not modified, which is awesome. I want to go on assurance. Oh, nice! Wow, no modifiers at all. Also, if you look today, the company building, buying at 77%. So the first day, I think, is 30%. so roughly a third. Second day is like 50-some%, so roughly half. Third day 77%, so a little over 3/4. Tomorrow though is 100%. So we're gonna do assurance. I feel like getting the first 3 in my first Let's Play video is pretty good. Here we go. Assurance is the first desert moon. Oh, I scanned, I think a mana coil is like the birds in this game. They're friendly. Anyway, so the fire exit, I'm actually going to show you where the fire exit is first, because you're actually a little closer to the fire exit on this one than the main entrance. But I'm going to go back to the ship after the fire exit to show you how to get to the main entrance. So the main entrance is right there. So if you're here, you can actually go it via the pipeline. The fire exit, you have to go via the pipeline. You want to run and jump this, you know, make it all right. And here's the fire exit. Well, you know what, we'll go ahead and, since we're here, if you type engine, yield sign. Sometimes items are in this, so this is where you can only see it via scan. What's cool about these signs, they double as weapons. Ooh! I'm sure a lot of you might recognize this as the back rooms. Oddly enough, it's a game I've never played, but I know a lot about it. Scanning. Oh, there's the breaker, so we know where the breaker is at. It's always good to know where the breaker's at. Let me swap to my flashlight. I'm just kind of looking around. I don't like going too deep in a fire exit. Up, a security door. If you're playing multiplayer, or if I went back to the ship, I pressed R2 in the terminal, it would open this door. Wow, it just kind of continues. Another one, that is I1. Alright, here's where I'm going to stop. Never mind, I got an item. Alright, I'm going to grab this item. And I'm going to grab that engine, and we're going to go back to the ship anyway to drop off that stuff. See, that's why I don't like going too far on fire exits, because I kind of forget where I went. I think I went this way. Which there's really no need to go via the main entrance. Alright. But yeah, I can hop on this pipeline and go all the way to the main entrance, but I'm going to show you how to go to it via the, or from the ship. So now once I'm deep into this Let's Play, I'll be more like myself and do like just fire exits. I'll be quicker. And it'll be more of simply just enjoying my content of watching me like probably die a lot. Oh, I hear circuit bees. So that is an item that I can grab. Oh no! No, no, no! Don't die, don't die, don't die. That's bad. I'm already almost died there. You don't want to get too close to him. For that reason. Shoot. That's another mod I missed. There's a mod you can get. It's called, I think it's called Health Metrics. I can charge this up. And it helps tally up how much health you have. Like I'm probably at 20 out of 100 health right now. Also, if you're playing multiplayer, you can actually switch players. Since I'm playing by myself, it's only me. This shows, it's a camera in here. This shows right outside the ship. And this shows, well, an overhead view of me. Alright. Here's how you would get to the main entrance. Again, you can use the ladder with the pipeline, but here's a better way, a quicker way. You can also stay on the ground and walk around these rocks, but as long as you're careful, you can do that. There's the main entrance. There's also logs, if you like the lore behind the game, that you can read at the terminal. Alright. Bad thing is, if I get hit again, I'm probably dead. So I gotta be very careful. Alright, let me pick my head in. Nothing. Also, Definitely check the ceilings for snare fleas. We haven't come across one of them yet. Alright. Oh, that's why you want to check behind you sometimes too. But that's why I'll do that, because sometimes I might not have seen it right away. Oh, we got that room. That's usually a nice room. So I would not have seen that with my eyes, but scanning showed it. Oh, dead end. So that room probably has multiple items, so I'm going to go ahead and drop these off. Gifts. Do not open the gifts until you're in the ship. It's high risk because it could be a pathetic item, whereas like the gift box is worth more. For example, it could be a gift box which is 21, and it's a metal sheet once you open it, and it's like 8. But the reason why I say not to open it now is it could be a two-handed item, and keeping it in the gift box keeps it one-handed, so it's easier to grab stuff. Wow. Well, so I'm already at full inventory, so let me go back and put these up. Very nice. Yeah, if you scan, you don't necessarily have to open up the lockers to see what's inside. You can just scan it. I'll close it though, let me know that I've already scanned it. Another weapon, or yield sign. Very nice. Sometimes there's another locker here, but it didn't spawn one. And then sometimes there's stuff up top. And there's not. So you know what? I'm going to call it a day, and we'll head back. Because most moons will start spawning enemies outside the later in the day it goes. Alright, so what I'm going to do... So my flashlight's worth 30 credits. So like, I wouldn't... If it's between the flashlight and the flask, I might keep the flashlight. But yeah, let's see. 21, 34, 36. Definitely these two. 21. Again, I don't know what that is. 29. We'll do that. I'll just come back for these 3 items. While the flashlight was worth 30 credits, always check back at the store because sometimes there's discounts. Sometimes you can get a pro flashlight for 40% off. Some items you can get off like 80, 90% off, which is awesome. Also, whenever I'm coming back to the ship, I try not to run. And I don't crouch yet, because if you crouch, you're even slower. Once you come across an eyeless dog, you want to crouch, because walking produces noise. Crouching does not. The reason why I don't want to run yet, though, is because a worm, or I think it's called a forest leviathan, might spawn. And if that's the case, you will want to run, and you don't want to run out of stamina early. So I'm trying to keep all my stamina right now, just in case I come across a worm. Sometimes you come across different types of enemies, or multiple enemies. It sucks if you come across an eyeless dog and a worm. Because then if you run, the eyeless dog will get you. If you don't run, the worm will get you. So you gotta figure out what to do. That's what makes this game so awesome. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Notice in the ship you can't see the clock, but outside you can. At 10 p.m. it'll actually give you a message saying hurry up, the ship's leaving in 2 hours. And at midnight, by default, the ship always leaves. I have 5 hours left. It takes like an hour to get there, an hour to get back, so I should make it just fine. Also constantly scan even outside, because you can scan. Alright, so that was an eyeless dog. For short people just say dogs. You might also hear them called mouth dog. They can't see you, but they can hear you. And they're pretty aggressive once they hear you. Alright, now I've got to do this again. I won't crouch until I see it. Or if it's really close. Up! It hears something. It actually ran. So that lets me know something else is here. There's another enemy called a baboon hawk. Okay. I died. I lost everything. I'm going to get fired. Now see, a situation like that, so that noise you heard, that was the worm. And you don't want to stay still for the worm, because the worm will actually come up out of the ground underneath you, killing you instantly. But you heard the dog kind of start to become aggressive because he heard something, which was me. Oh, man. Well, now y'all know what happens. That sucks.
Report to the company building immediately to sell your scrap metal and other goods. You have
I'm gonna
0
get
days
fired.
left to meet the profit quota.
Yeah.
You can use the terminal to route the autopilot to the company building.
Alright. From now on, I won't let those play, but I'll let it play just in case no one's heard them yet. But, again, you can turn it off as he's talking. So, 0 days. We have to go to company now. There is a quick way to do this, but I'm not going to do it until my next cycle that I die on. Because I want to show y'all, like, what you would have done with the company. So what you would do is you come here, type in company, or just C-O-M, but we'll do company. Confirm. And again, all this is pointless, because I'm going to get fired anyway, because I have nothing to sell. But I'll still show you what to do. So the company moon is actually called Gordion, or Gordian. I'm not sure how the correct way to pronounce it. I'm sure both are fine. But yeah, let's do this. And this sucks. I was debating about going beside the dog, but I'm so close that if he just turned, I'd die. But then the worm happened. I'm like, oh no, I gotta run now. Yeah, this is company. If I still had those items, now if you put stuff in here, not items you can sell, but like flashlight, walkie, key, that'll stay. But all the items that you would normally sell, you lose all that. Dang. But yeah, so what you would do is you would bring items, press C to place them here, and then you would tap this bell. You gotta be careful. Once that door opens, he's coming out. He's not going to grab anything because there's nothing to grab. So he's probably confused, like, why did the bell ring and there's nothing here? Anyway. If you bought any items, the supply ship or drop ship actually lands right here. There's also a hatch here, but that's something I'll get into later on. That's more for the lore of the game. But yeah. There we go. I wonder if the door's still open. Nope, he closed it. And if you ever seen my streams or clips of this game, when I play with friends, I'm always getting killed here. Because you can actually piss off the monster behind there. His name is Jeb. He's a tentacle monster. Anyway, let's get this over with. Bye-bye, world. You can also get on top of the ship via this ladder. Oh, okay, it teleported me in. Alright, well, here's where we're going to get fired.
As you have not met the profit quota, your performance has been
This one you can't
suspended.
disable.
Welcome to our disciplinary process.
Here we go. And that's you getting fired. You're literally getting ejected out in space. Yeah, you are fired. You did not meet the profit quota before the deadline. But yeah, and that's all this game is. It's just 4-day cycles, or 3 day if you want to call it, if you don't count the selling day. Days on the job 4, scrap value collected 0, deaths 1, steps taken 11,066. So you can disable it early like that. But yeah, and pretty much you start over again. Now, let's say I did sell, I would start the next cycle. The quota would actually increase. Usually goes up to like 150, 180 something, or maybe sometimes 210 or 230 something. It slowly increases with each cycle that you successfully complete. And it's 3 days again. And yeah. If you go to, for example, we'll go to Dine. Type in Dine. That's 600 credits. We're going to deny that. Let's check out the moons. Let's do Rand. I believe that's 550. Yep, 550 credits. Let's type in deny. Let's look at Titan. Titan is 700 credits. It's the most expensive one. But yeah, that's it. We're going to could not connect to Steam servers if you just want to play on the local network. Choose LAN on launch. Okay. Anyway, that's Lethal Company. That was not a success, but I will continue this on my next Let's Play. Again, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I don't want to sound like everyone else where it's like, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm not going to say all that, because if you like it, you'll do it anyway. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to try to do this from now on. But everyone, have a good day.